Good morning, everybody. I'll begin, as usual, with a niggun, with a wordless melody. We'll put words to it later, but for now, feel comfortable to just receive it. If you're familiar to sing along, if you're not familiar to sing along, however you want to begin. Ya da 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 da, ya da 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 da, ya da 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 da, ya da ya ya da 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 da, ya da 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 da, ya da 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 da, ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da, ya da 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 da, ya da ya da ya da 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 da, ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da, ya da ya da ya da 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 da, ya da ya da. Ya da ya da da, ya da 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 da, ya da 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 ya da ya da da, ya da 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 da, ya da 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 da, ya da ya. Ya da da da, ya da 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 da, ya da ya da ya da 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 da, ya da ya da ya da 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 da, ya da ya da ya da ya da 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 da, ya da 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 da. Ya da ya da da, ya da 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 ya da 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 da, ya da ya da da, ya da 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 ya da da da. During this time of the year, we find a beautiful and I think meaningful and perhaps beshert overlap between our Jewish calendar and our American calendar. We are in the beginning of the book of Exodus, Shemot, which of course is most famous for what its English name describes, which is Moses leading the Israelites to liberation. And this coming week, we also celebrate Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday, and this is when we celebrate all that he did and really continues to do through his words and actions, not just for Black Americans, but for so many marginalized and oppressed people. So I just wanted to look at a beautiful way in which a verse and one of his quotes, I think, kind of echo one another. There's something, of course, very frightening about making change, even as it is empowering and energizing. And in this portion, it's actually not in this portion, but later in the book, when the Israelites are about to cross the sea and they hear Pharaoh's army coming behind them, God reassures them, saying, "Do not be afraid. Steady yourselves and see the help that God will bring for you today. God will hold this struggle. You do not have to carry it alone. So the people are there with each other and their leader, and they are also there as individuals, each one frightened, because even when we are part of a larger group, we of course are experiencing our own fears and insecurities. So help does come and comfort does come from being with others. But God is speaking to each individual at that moment and saying, I am holding the struggle with you. It's not just that God is holding us, but God is actually holding the struggle with us. It's still going to be a lot of work. Dr. King, of course, was not only a remarkable activist, he was a reverend and he was a pastor and he tended to people's souls. And he also was very honest in his teachings about his own experiences of what it meant to be a vulnerable human being. And that's probably one of the reasons he was able to connect with so many in their vulnerability. And in this quote, he expresses his own deep connection with God. He writes, in the midst of outer dangers, I have felt an inner calm and known resources of strength that only God could give. In many instances, I have felt the power of God transform the fatigue of despair into the buoyancy of hope. And I paired that with this kind of remarkable photograph of him imprisoned, but even though he is behind bars, you can see he has a sense of purpose and calm looking outward from his prison cell. So now these are very dramatic circumstances, of course, but we also know that each of us has our own experience of feeling sometimes despairing. It can be because of what is happening around us, even right outside our doors, or on our TV or phone screens. And it can also just be because of whatever we are experiencing in our personal lives. And the promise that is offered by the Torah, and of course for Dr. King, that was his scripture as well. It's also a promise offered by his words and his model, which is that even in times of struggle and hardship and uncertainty, there is a possibility to look out and see promise and hope. And his explanation for that is God. So what I would love for us to do is carry that within ourselves this morning. These are times that I think inspire a little bit of uncertainty in us, and it is so good to know we can call upon the presence of God and each other as we are doing this morning. So I'm going to invite you to close your eyes. And first, just remind yourself that where you are is a place of calm, even physically. Wherever you sit now, whatever space you're in, even if it's not perfectly quiet, just take in the walls, the ceiling, the floor, most especially, that supports you. And just bring yourself physically and spiritually to the place you're in. And now let's focus on the temple of our bodies. And just sit with your body. If there's a place of tension, relax it, maybe using your breath. Perhaps you want to begin with the top of your body, with your head, your jaws, your neck. If there's any tension, breathe in and exhale that tension out. Even if you weren't noticeably carrying tension in your shoulders, feel how when you exhale, they naturally relax. How your body's stasis is calm, is measured. If you're sitting up, just feel how your arms can be so relaxed, how your wrists can be relaxed, and at the same time how they hold shape. Perhaps you want to put your hands, the back of your hands on your thighs, or maybe you want to put the palms of your hands down on your thighs, either to receive or release energy. Either way, we marvel at how our bodies can function in a way that has rhythm and relaxation and at the same time holds us in shape and form. Let's focus on our heartbeat and our chest. Our torso. A wonder of how our spine holds us, even though we don't think about it. If there is any pain or discomfort in your spine, let the breath find its way there. And if it can't completely release it, help it to open, to soothe it. It is performing a task, your spine. Feel the weight and security of thighs and knees and legs. Ankles and feet. This marvelous temple that was constructed to hold your soul. And simply with every breath, imagine joining the Israelites standing there looking at the waters ahead. Each breath a parting. Each breath leading us from this moment and joining us to the next with the surety of waves. Any worries or concerns or dangers are not as close to you in this moment as the waves of your breath. So let them go for now. Our ability to turn in and find wonder within ourselves and to really savor and immerse ourselves in the miraculous machinery of our being, that is one way to find God. And now we're going to go even deeper than that. In this moment, just connect yourself with the marvelous being that you are, the purity of your soul. The repetition of your breath. Each breath is hope. Bringing life and presence and calm inward. And every exhale is your gift to what is outside of you. Feel how your body sometimes just provides the gentlest breath that it needs, and sometimes it knows to breathe deeper. To exhale longer. Your body knows. We are embraced by arms that find us, even when we are hidden from ourselves. We are touched by fingers that soothe us, even when we are too proud for soothing. We are counseled by voices that guide us, even when we are too embittered to hear. We are loved, loved, loved by unending love and unending love. We are loved, loved, loved by unending love and unending love. We are supported by hands that uplift us, even in the midst of a fall. We are urged on by eyes that meet us, even when we are too weak for meeting. We are loved, loved, loved by unending love and unending love. We are loved, loved, loved by unending love and unending love. In we are embraced, touched, soothed, and counseled. Ours are the arms, the fingers, the voices. Ours are the hands, the eyes, the smiles. We are loved by an unending love. We are loved, loved, loved by unending love and unending love. We are loved, loved, loved by unending love and unending love. Please feel free to keep your eyes closed. This poem, written by Rabbi Rami Shapiro, reminds us God is present for us in every moment through an eternal and unending love, and that presence animates us to be present for others and for others to be present for us. Such is the power of one's intimate relationship with God and the magic of community. So I'll close this morning with this gift of a poem by Lucille Clifton, Black American poet, a contemporary of Dr. King. She writes, "Blessing the boats at St. Mary's. May the tide that is entering, even now, the lip of our understanding, carry you out beyond the face of fear. May you kiss the wind, then turn from it, certain that it will love your back. May you open your eyes to water, water waving forever. And may you, in your innocence, sail through this to that. I pray that this week and this day, let's start with this day, is one that we walk through, greeting whatever is ahead of us as waves of water, and that we can feel the kiss of wind behind us as we move through one moment to the next. And even as we must see what challenges and hardships and injustices are around us, that what we feel with even greater strength is the presence of God within us, the presence of each of us with each other, the comfort of strangers, and the knowledge that we are all walking ever closer towards justice and goodness and peace. I wish you all a very beautiful day and a nourishing week.